the VIP start bringing in their questions. So the question was, what is the craziest thing that you have ever done on one of your trips?
Oh my God. First of all, because it's you guys, I'm gonna answer this completely transparent. This was my first ever dream trip. I want to say, so I had way too much tequila, way too much shots in Mexico. When I say Mexico is épico, it's definitely true. So a few of my friends and I thought it was really cool to go jet skiing. So one too many shots, and I'm like, water. You're in the water, so you're gonna get sobered up a little bit, right? So I thought, and we're jet skiing, and my friend wants to race while we're jet skiing. So I'm like racing in the jet skis, and we're like doing little donuts in the water. Don't recommend for anybody to do. So I don't know to this day how it happened, but they say that we crashed the jet skis. Okay. So mind you, when I'm off the jet ski, and it wasn't like a crash. I was like a huge collision, and they blew. No. But they say that we crashed. I don't know. I don't remember how it happened. But when I got the jet ski, it was a little scraped on the side. So maybe when we were doing donuts, we kind of maybe scraped. I don't know. That's what they say. So these men are running up to us, and I'm like the only one out of my friends that speaks Spanish. And he's like, "You gotta pay me. You gotta pay me. If not, you're going to jail." And I'm like, relax. How much does it cost? Oh, what do you want? You got it. We got it. Don't worry about it, right? But yeah, I was about to go to Mexican jail because I had way too much tequila.
Wow.
Wow. So, I ended up paying like $300.
Oh my.
$300, and I know they overcharged me because it wasn't even like that, a collision. It was like a little scratch. They could have just buffed it off, but I get it. They say that it happened with us. I don't know if that's still true, but that's what they say. And oh my God, that was a vibe. That was a really great experience. But I paid the $300 because I didn't want to be in Mexican jail. That's kind of not my thing, So yeah.
Right. Wow, that is funny. Now, who is they, by the way? Who is they?
The people that own the jet skis.
Okay.
They were watching us the whole time. And my friend's husband used to be in the Coast Guard. He was yelling our names the whole time, but I thought it was just because he was mad that we were having too much fun. He was like, "I seen people die in jet skis like this. You guys are going crazy." We're like, girls just want to have fun. Tequila, jet skis, not a good mix. But you live and you learn. I would never.
That is right. That is true. So here's a lesson, boys and girls, children of all ages. Tequila and jet ski equals a no. A no. Wow, that must have been an experience right there. Now we're gonna get these calls in from our VIP. So VIP, send them in if you're having issues sending in your questions. Please let us know in the chat or whatever it is. So we have one coming in, and I must say, VIPs, once we bring you on to ask your question, please know I'm going to disconnect you. So don't think you're going to be hanging on here with I'm going to disconnect you, and then Pam, I'm going to repeat the question, and then Pam is going to answer the question for you. All right. So we have one coming in from Mr. John Clash. All right, let's see. All right, it's low.
What's up?
There we go.
All right. What's up, Pam? Good to see you.
What's up, John?
I have a question. What is the most disgusting food you have eaten in another country? Because you've been everywhere. So what is the most disgusting food you've had, and what country was it in?
All right. So John wants to know, what is the most disgusting food you have ever had, and what country was it in?
It was worms in Greece, and they try to sell. So one of my best friends, her uncle lives in Greece because they're Greek, and he took us, and it was like worms that he's like, "Oh, they're super good. It's a delicacy." mind you, I didn't know that that's what he was having us try. He was like, "Oh, it's an appetizer I ordered. You guys are gonna love it." May Leo rest in peace. We tried. I was like, this doesn't taste good. And after he was like, "Oh, I just wanted it's worms, what you guys ate." I was like, "Whoa!" Like, I remember drinking like 2 bottles of water and then a glass of wine because I was like, I gotta take this. I need to clean my palate. I can't eat that. Yeah, not my thing. Mm-mm.
What was the biggest culture shock for you?
Culture shock for me was in Morocco. So we were in Casablanca, and so after a certain time, like women cannot, they're not that they cannot go outside, but it's frowned upon. And mind you, we were on a girls trip to Morocco. So like my girls and I are like walking the streets and we got like summer dresses on and some of us have shorts, and women are not allowed in, in their culture to, or their culture and their religion to have like your shoulders out.
Mhm.
And I'm just like walking, and it was like they were just staring at us. And when we're out, and it was like after 4 or 5 o'clock, all you see is men at every restaurant. Like there were no women. And I was like, don't you know women run the world? Like, what's wrong with
Right.
y'all? Right? But
And we
that was
eat.
definitely, huh?
I said, and we eat like women eat, like we're the women at the
Right.
restaurant.
And I was like, so why? And then you see like the men with like their boy children playing dominoes or playing or eating outside, and they were just in complete shock, staring at us because we were walking the streets after 5 o'clock, and not that we were like undressed, but we were, we didn't have like stuff covering our head and our shoulders. We had like nice summer dresses on and shorts and things. But that was such a culture shock for me. I was definitely not ready for that at all. Not ready at all.
Wow. That is super, super interesting. Wow. Ooh, we have one
Hey
coming in right here.
guys.
We have Slay Queen Lay, aka VIP Malaysia.
Hey. I really
Hi,
think that we're soul
beautiful.
sisters, Miss Pam. Like you definitely got to be my sister. But I'm gonna get into my question. So my question for you is, who or what has been the biggest influence on your leadership and your entrepreneurial journey thus far?
All right. So the question is, who or what has been your biggest influence in your entrepreneurship and leadership journey thus far? That's a great question.
So I'm going to answer that it's gonna be a double answer. Hopefully that's cool, Queen. One is my uncle, may he rest in peace. He was in the military over 30 years, and he was also a deacon in his church the last years of his life. And he was definitely that person that always, showed commitment in everything he did. And he was always committed to the cause and loved people, loved serving God. And he just, to this day, like it's 4 years since he passed, people are still talking about him. They built a baseball field like in honor of him because he used to always give back to the kids. But he was a leader amongst leaders. He was a leader of leaders too. Like so many people that he inspired in leadership, so many people that he inspired in entrepreneurship. And it was always beyond business for him. It was always to serve God. And he's definitely one of those people that has always, instilled certain things in me that I would never take for granted, like commitment and leadership for sure. And also my mom being a single mom was always a person that's like, look, I'm not going to feel sorry. I don't need anybody to feel sorry for me. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to keep God first. And even today, like, we are overcoming some health challenges with my mom, and just seeing how she's leading through this. She doesn't even know that she's leading me. She's leading us because she's still so strong. She's still so faithful. She still has such a strong mentality. And she's just such great that it's not like, oh, I'm never satisfied. It's like I'm grateful, but I'm not satisfied because I know there's always another level. And I always just trust God to take me to the next level. So definitely those have been two of the biggest influences in my life, in like my immediate life, that have impacted me in entrepreneurship and leadership for sure.
So, Pete wants to know, what would you say would be the top 5 locations for new travelers?
Top 5 locations for new travelers. I would definitely say pick one of the islands, whether it is, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Jamaica. I would definitely say pick one of the islands. Definitely Maui, Hawaii. If we are talking domestic, if we're talking overseas, I would definitely tell you Mexico. It's, as a new traveler, they love people, right? Especially, there's always a lot of fun things to do. And definitely I would tell you Greece is definitely something that should be top 5 locations for people, because it's absolutely like amazing experience. And the conversion from like dollar to their currency is always good. So you always, when you're traveling, you want to go to places that your money is going to be extended, right? That is going to
That's
be,
a
it's
good
going to be
tip right
long.
there. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. That's definitely a number one travel hack. Was that 5 locations that I gave? I think
You know
so. Was that?
what? I
I
lost
said
count. I was just
Greece,
so intrigued by what you were
Islands,
saying. I'm like, let me pay
Hawaii,
attention.
Mexico. Definitely Costa Rica is definitely a beautiful experience for anybody. The Dominican Republic, I said that, but I'm gonna say it again. And it's not because I'm Dominican, but you're definitely going to experience people and culture and just love on a whole nother level for sure.
Nice, 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 nice. All right, we have another question coming in. So, what? Okay, wow, I can't read. Okay, hold on. Let's try this again. One of the biggest trips that you skipped out on that you wish you didn't, because when you saw everyone else's pics, you felt like you really missed out.
Thailand.
Mm.
Thailand. One of my best friends went to Thailand last year for her birthday, and I was supposed to go, and I didn't. And she had the most beautiful pictures, and I was like, why did I miss it? It was horrible. I definitely put her on mute for a few days because I was so mad at myself. Just thinking about it right now, just how I just brought my energy, like,
Yeah,
threw me off.
John said he felt the pain when you said that.
Yes, I was like, Thailand. It was definitely a trip I wish I would have been on. And I heard you say Thailand earlier, and I was just like, yay, I gotta go. It's the sign, I gotta go. But yeah, she had so many, just again, because I love culture and I love food and I love history. It was so good for everything and the best pictures. When I saw that, I was just like, yeah, I definitely missed out on that. Yeah, Thailand, definitely.
Yeah, Thailand is great. I mean, I'm not going to get into it just because I don't want to add to the pain, but all I'm going to say, all I'm going to say is that you do need to go to Thailand. Where I went was Phuket, beautiful place. And I'll just leave it
Yeah,
at that. I'm not going to
she
get
went
into
to
details.
Phuket and then she went to Bangkok, and I was just like, oh my gosh. Like, yeah. And the way you just said that too, it's like you not trying to say it with that much energy means that it gave you a lot of energy. So you just try to be nice to me. So I appreciate it. But
Yeah, I tried to be so calm just now. I was like, just go to Thailand. That's all. Just go to Thailand. We have another question coming in here. What is the number one place on your bucket list? Now, we know you've been to tons of places, so I know there's tons more that you want to go to. So what's number one on your bucket list?
Bora Bora, the Polynesian Islands, for sure. Have to go. I have to go, God willing. Like, I have to go. Bora Bora. I want to say though, like Bora Bora and Israel are like number one for me. If I like, they're like equally for different reasons. But yeah, I would definitely say, sorry, I'm gonna add a second one. It's definitely equal up there for me. Polynesian Island, Bora Bora, like Fiji, and Israel. Like, I want to go to Jerusalem so bad. Like, that's definitely a trip I'm going to do with my mom in the upcoming year for sure. God willing.
Sounds dope. Malaysia, one of our VIPs said she said she's coming with you.
Yes,
So prepare. Prepared. Matter of fact, we all should just go. We're all gonna go with Pam and have a great time. Have some experiences. Maybe our car will break down. We can break some plates. We could take some tequila shots and then go ride an AT. We're just gonna do it all. We're just gonna do it all. We are gonna do it all. John said that his church goes to Israel every year. That's really awesome. That's a place I like to take my parents to. My parents grew me up in the church, and I know Israel plays a huge part in Christianity, so I definitely would love to go. Malaysia said, we're out. We're going to drink some coffee. Don't forget the coffee. Don't
Yes.
forget, yes, we're not gonna forget the coffee, our flavors of the world, you know? That's right. That is right. All right, VIPs, if you don't have any more questions in, we're gonna bring this in for a landing. So this is final call for questions. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We have Nelson. What is one book that impacted your life in every aspect and why?
The Bible.
The Bible, the number one bestseller
Number one
ever.
bestseller, man. And you know why? Because it transcends time.
Mm-hmm.
It transcends it's everlasting throughout time. And I feel like there's something that anything and everything we go through in life,
Mm-hmm.
when you make a decision to grow through it, you will find an answer to it in the Bible.
Mm, that's right.
You will find an answer to everything in life, like for sure. Jeremiah 29:11. Sorry, I read the question. It says my favorite Bible verse, Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord, plans to prosper you, plans to give you hope and a future, never to harm you.
That is one of mine as well. I have it somewhere. I think it's somewhere around my house. I don't know if it was on my house or it was my Facebook cover photo. I just know I have it somewhere because it is one of my favorite. Anytime I'm feeling down or I need just to lift me up, I go to there because I'm like, I have to remember the plans that God has for me. And it's to
Yes.
prosper. So anything else
Amen.
outside of that or contrary to that, is that's not coming from God right there. So God is
Amen.
the only source, the main source, the number one source. I'm going to be prosperous as long as I do my part as well. So
Yes.
I love that. I love that verse. All right, VIPs. Any more questions in before we bring this in for a close? As we bring this in for a close, we're gonna have Pam on another episode because I see there's so much that we all want to talk about with Pam. Pam, it has been an absolute pleasure. As you guys can see from Okay, Johnson, this has been incredible. I thought it was a question real quick. Now, as you guys can see from Pam's story, her life, her experiences, that we have a lot of takeaways from this. Step away from fear. Walk in faith. When you step out of fear and leave fear alone and live your life in faith, amazing and beautiful things happen. Focus on love, being a source of love, learning how to love others and appreciating the differences in other people. Love is a beautiful thing when it is applied the right way. And Pam, her stories and just who she is. Look at that beautiful smile right there.
I
A
love
true
you.
example of love. I love you too, Queen Pam. And also travel. Get out and travel. Travel is not only a great source to just learn. It's better than the textbooks in school. Traveling will just change your life. If you know that there's another level to your life that you need to experience. If you're not feeling fulfilled, like how Pam wasn't being fulfilled or feeling fulfilled, no matter how much money you're making, you know that something in your life needs to change. Something in your life needs to change. And it starts with realizing that and then looking for that change, being open to opportunity. The same way Pam was open to opportunity and stepping into things that may not be what society is telling us to do. Pam went against that grain, and now look, she's having the most fun in her life, having the most fulfillment in her life, having the most freedom in her life. Not only she's impacting herself, but she's been able to impact her loved ones and will continue to. People that she knows, people that she doesn't know. And it's all because she decided to walk in faith, have an open mind, take a grasp of opportunity, travel the world, and didn't make any excuses whatsoever. Made no excuses. She found ways to make things happen in her life since she was a kid. She was basically an entrepreneur since she was a kid. Okay, so we can learn anything from Pam with those takeaways right there. So Pam, thank you so much for being our guest for episode 3 of the Real Travelpreneurs podcast. It has been a lot of fun. We have to get you on again. And ladies and gentlemen, that is a wrap. That is a wrap. Now, Pam, real quick, I am just going to
Thank you so much. This has been absolutely incredible. You're absolutely amazing. Your energy is second to none, man. You're such a queen boss. I love your energy. It's like your soul is so much even more beautiful than what the eyes can see in you. So definitely keep doing what you're doing.
Wow,
I
thank you
appreciate
so
you.
much, Pam. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I think it's the Libra, it's the God in us and also the Libra in us, you know? And the color pink, you know, it must be those who like pink. And VIPs, thank you guys so much for tuning in. You guys help make this the podcast
Yes.
experience amazing as well. Thank you guys so much for your